Welcome to the spoken tutorial on the importance of iron. In this tutorial, we will learn about benefits of iron in our body, causes and symptoms of its deficiency, food sources of iron. Iron is required for several vital functions in the body. It is a major component of hemoglobin and myoglobin. Hemoglobin is present in red blood cells. It helps to carry oxygen from lungs to different parts of the body. Myoglobin transports and stores the oxygen in muscle cells. We require iron for growth, brain function, memory, and concentration. It is also required for cell function and hormone synthesis. It aids in energy production and formation of myelin. Myelin is an insulation layer that forms around the nerves. Iron also helps in maintaining strong immunity and improving gut health. Our body has 70% of iron in red blood cells. 25% is stored as ferritin in the liver, spleen, and bone marrow. 6% of iron is a component of protein. Protein is required for immune functions, metabolism, and collagen synthesis. We will now learn about the causes of iron deficiency. Poor intake of iron and its poor absorption are major causes of its deficiency. Worm infestation, bacterial and viral infections are some of the other causes. Excessive blood loss during menstruation and delivery can also lead to deficiency. Lead poisoning is another factor that can cause iron deficiency. In lead poisoning, there is a decreased production of hemoglobin. Excessive destruction of the red blood cells due to malaria is also a risk factor. Iron storage in a full-term pregnant woman can meet the infant's iron requirement. This is sufficient until the infant turns 4 to 6 months. However, preterm and low birth weight babies have poor iron stores. They become deficient within the first 2 months. An iron deficient pregnant woman will transfer less iron to the fetus. Amount of iron in the brain reduces in case of intrauterine iron deficiency. It also affects the baby's brain functions. Children and adolescents are at a higher risk of deficiency. Women of reproductive age are also at the risk. I will now tell you the causes of iron deficiency in children. The most common cause in children is inadequate intake and rapid growth. Low birth weight is another cause. Iron deficiency causes anemia. It is a condition where the iron stores in the body are depleted. This reduces the supply of iron to tissues and red blood cells. Let us understand the signs and symptoms of deficiency. Brittle nails or spoon nails are symptoms of iron deficiency. In spoon nails, the soft nails look scooped out. Pale skin and swelling of the tongue also occur due to the deficiency. Weakness, shortness of breath, headache, tiredness are other examples. Pica is also one of the symptoms of iron deficiency. Pica is an intake of inedible substances like clay or soil. In adults, iron deficiency can contribute to depression. This is because of its connection with dopamine. Dopamine is called a happy hormone which makes us feel good. Iron is required for the production of dopamine. Deficiency of iron leads to low levels of dopamine. Iron deficiency has serious effects on infants and children's health. Deficiency of iron during pregnancy can cause deficiency in the fetus. This can affect language learning and behavior in children. Altered coordination and motor function are also seen. It also causes a disruption in the development of the nervous system. Deficiency of iron inhibits the formation of myelin sheath around nerves. This can lead to hyperactivity and lack of attention in children. We will now see how anemia can be prevented in children. Delayed cord clamping at the time of birth helps to prevent deficiency. It improves the iron stores in the baby for first 6 months. This reduces the risk of iron deficiency. After 6 months, iron-rich food should be given through complementary food. I will tell you the food sources of iron in the later part of the tutorial. I will now tell you the recommended intake of iron. Recommended dietary intake of iron per day differs for different age groups. 6 to 12-month-old infants require 3 milligrams. 1 to 3 years old require 8 milligrams. For 4 to 9 years old, it is 11 to 15 milligrams. 10 to 15-year-old boys require 16 to 22 milligrams. 10 to 15-year-old girls require 16 to 30 milligrams. For adult men, it is 19 milligrams. For adult women, it is 29 milligrams. To meet these requirements, it is advised to include iron-rich food. Let us look at the food sources of iron. Dietary iron is present in two forms, heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron comes from hemoglobin and myoglobin found in meat. Hence, non-vegetarian food are good sources of heme iron. For example, goat meat, chicken, goat liver and brain. Non-heme iron comes from vegetarian food. For example, legumes, grains and green leafy vegetables. Heme iron is absorbed well in the body. Non-heme iron is not absorbed well and is affected by some factors. Only 17% of it gets absorbed. Calcium and phytates present in food inhibit the absorption of non-heme iron. Roasting, germination and fermentation helps in reducing the phytate content. Process for germination and fermentation is explained in other tutorials. Please visit our website for more details. To improve the absorption of iron, it is recommended to have vitamin C. Vitamin C helps in better absorption of iron. Non-heme iron absorption is improved when combined with heme iron. We will now see the amount of iron present in different food items. 100 grams of goat liver has around 6 milligrams of iron. 100 grams of mutton has approximately 2 milligrams. 100 grams of chicken breast has nearly 1 milligram of iron. 100 grams of spinach has approximately 2.9 milligrams. 30 grams of kidney beans have around 1.8 milligrams. Include these foods in your daily diet for good health. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for joining.